It's Car and Truck Talk USA on the web, and this week we're talking about Cars 2 has been released. It's gotten a bit of a clunker on the RottenTomatoes.com site. It's only a 34% on the tomato meter, so that means Cars 2 is not very liked by the readers of RottenTomatoes.com. Other news, the soundtrack is going to be released on CD, and also there is going to be some toys released, and that's where they make their money, the after part of the movie. Here's a neat clip that I found online. It's a state trooper vehicle from Utah, and he's going to do a wonderful burnout here for you in about 2 seconds. There he is, lighting them up. Yep, people, don't try this at home. It's a state trooper lighting them up and burning your tires up. The tires that you paid for with your taxes. Utah Highway Patrol. In other news, in the United States, the U.S. is now mulling a fuel economy of 56.2. Yes, you've heard it right. 56.2 miles per gallon by 2025. And in other news, Toyota is far ahead of schedule, and their comeback, they are now almost back to where they were prior to the devastating earthquake that hit Japan. Toyota is also back on the quality meter with car buyers. All of a sudden, people's memories have forgotten the problems that Toyota has had over the last couple years, and they're back in the Toyota showroom. So that's one of the bigger stories, Toyota's rebound, driven last year and the year before that largely by autos that were recalled, problems that they were having with it, and it was just a terrible time for Toyota, but apparently they're back. And here's an auto news today tech tip for you. Here a gentleman is having a problem with the black molding around his Dodge truck. He's used some Armor All, and that hasn't done the trick. And here's my recommendation. A nice Mother's product is called Back to Black. And there's also another product on the market that you can use that actually gets back to dyeing the product. And that's a bit more complicated, so I would recommend the Back to Black. Well, that's about all the time we have on this edition of Auto News Today. We'll be joining you next week for another podcast. Be sure to join in next Sunday for Car and Truck Talk USA with Eric the Car